Hello, and thank you for watching. I am Thorsten Grünheit, Assistant Professor in the Division of Orthodontics at the University of Minnesota. Bracket failure or inaccurate bracket placement may necessitate repeated bracket bonding during orthodontic treatment. Traditionally, brackets have been bonded using conventional primers after etching the enamel surface. This technique, which requires 4 steps, etching, rinsing, drying, and priming, is still considered the clinical standard for bonding brackets to teeth. In an effort to reduce chair time, self-etching primers were introduced to reduce the bonding procedure to merely 2 steps. Because of this quick and simplified technique, the use of self-etching primers has increased over the recent years, and at present, etching and priming of the tooth surface is often done in a single step, especially when brackets are rebonded. In this study, we had a look at how the shear bond strength and the adhesive remnant index of orthodontic brackets compared to the traditional technique when a self-etching primer was used for repeated bracket bonding. We used 144 human premolars that had been extracted for orthodontic reasons. The teeth were divided into 2 groups, and half of them were bonded using a conventional primer and the other half using a self-etching primer. Then, we used a universal testing machine to determine the shear bond strength and the adhesive remnant index. After that, the groups were divided again, bonded with conventional and self-etching primers, and the shear bond strength and adhesive remnant index were determined again. What did we find? During the first debonding sequence, the mean shear bond strength was about 10 to 10.5 megapascals in both groups. During the second debonding sequence, the mean shear bond strength ranged from 10.4 to 11.4 megapascals. Most or all of the adhesive remained on the tooth after bracket debonding. Now, what does that mean for clinical practice? When used following the manufacturer's recommendations, both primers provide adequate bond strength for initial and for repeated bracket bonding. Both primers also leave the adhesive bracket interface as the weakest link in the adhesion chain, which reduces the risk of enamel tear-outs. For these reasons, self-etching primers are a successful alternative to conventional primers for repeated bracket bonding. If you're interested in more detail, have a look at our paper in the JWFO. Enjoy the read!